Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to World of Silent Stories, where every story carries a deep lesson and touches the heart. Today, we bring you an inspiring tale about patience, resilience, and the triumph of truth. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the test of patience. In an old European village, Alexander lived with his sick mother Rachel in a small, worn-out house. His father had passed away, and now all the responsibilities rested on his shoulders. Despite searching tirelessly for work, fortune never seemed to favor him. One day, he heard that the richest man in the village, Mr. Henry, needed a gardener for his vast estate. Without wasting a moment, Alexander rushed to his mansion and requested the job. Mr. Henry eyed him skeptically and said with a smirk, "The work is tough, and weak men don't last here. If you think you can handle it, you may try." Alexander, determined and resilient, accepted the challenge. Every day he arrived early, working under the scorching sun and through freezing winds. His hands became rough, his body sore, but he never complained. Mr. Henry's son, Adam, was a spoiled and cunning man. He despised the idea of a poor worker earning respect in his father's estate. One evening, while Alexander was tending to the plants, Adam secretly uprooted several rare and expensive saplings, leaving the garden in ruin. Then he hurried to his father and exclaimed, "Father! That gardener has ruined our precious plants. You must fire him immediately." Mr. Henry, furious, called Alexander and scolded him. "I trusted you with my garden, and this is what you've done? You are no longer needed here." Alexander's heart sank. He had done nothing wrong, yet he was being blamed. But instead of arguing, he bowed his head and quietly walked away. He knew that patience always reveals the truth in time. A few days later, a violent storm swept through the village. Trees were uprooted, fields were destroyed, but something shocking happened. The section of the garden that Alexander had nurtured remained untouched. Mr. Henry was astonished. How is this possible, he wondered. Just then, an old servant stepped forward and said, "Sir, I must tell you the truth. It was not Alexander who destroyed the plants. It was Adam." Rage filled Mr. Henry's face as he turned to his son. Adam lowered his head in shame. Realizing his terrible mistake, Mr. Henry immediately went to Alexander's home. With a remorseful voice, he said, "Son, I misjudged you. You endured everything with patience and never complained. I want you to return, not as a mere gardener, but as the caretaker of my entire estate." Tears welled up in Alexander's eyes. His patience had finally been rewarded. Moral of the story: patience always leads to success, even in the face of injustice. Truth may take time to emerge, but it always triumphs. Hardships test us, but perseverance makes us stronger. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to World of Silent Stories for more inspiring tales. See you in the next story.